Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at releases 11 through 15 of Star Wars Black Series Titanium. We've already taken a look at numbers 1 through 5 and 6 through 10, so check those videos out if you haven't. So, likewise, we're getting to the next set of 5. This is basically the start of Wave 2. You know, the first 10 are all in Wave 1, then they released more in Wave 2. This is about half of Wave 2, maybe a little more than half, but some other good ships. So, let's just get right on into it. Release number 11 is the First Order Snowspeeder. A scrapped vehicle out of Episode 7. I mean, sort of scrapped. It was in a deleted scene where Rey and Finn jacked one of these things and was on a chase with other snowspeeders on one of these. As you can see, it does actually have snowspeeders in the cockpit. That's a nice touch. Really, snowspeeders in general are kind of scrapped out of the movie. Most of their scenes were scrapped. You still got to see them standing around in like the group shot, but kind of a cool design, so it was a kind of shame they got scrapped. But this was a very much different ship than what you would expect. I mean, people think Star Wars snowspeeders, they think of, you know, the iconic Episode 5 snowspeeders, not this actual Empire vehicle, or not Empire, First Order vehicle. It's a decent looking ship, just, I don't know, I wish they would have given it something other than snowspeeder, because that just, keep that to where it is, unless it's like that same style of ship. You know, don't try to put that name to something else. But either way, Hasbro did a fantastic job representing it. It's got like a nice metallic silver paint, got some gunmetal on the thrusters. You see the snowspeeders, the snowtroopers actually do have detail on them. You see like the visors are painted, the vents are painted, there's striping and black, and they got like a belt on. You know, they actually put some nice detail into them, which is kind of nice. But not too much talk about the ship like this. Since it was a scrap ship, a lot of people just passed up on it, but I think it's still a nice ship. Next up, we got release number 12, and that is Poes X-Wing Fighter from Episode 7 once again. He had a cool design of X-Wing, you know, with the black and orange. This is again kind of the same mold as the Resistance X-Wing we already took a look at, that white and blue one, but in his colors. So you can see the wings can stay closed or they can stay open. See, there's actually some silver gunmetal on the front of the engines. And you see there's some silver on the guns. And some more silver on the back of the thrusters and the guns. The cockpit does open on this one too, as you can see right there. And the landing gear does go down on this one. It's a little bit easier to get down on this one, but you can just set the ship right down right there. Get some more light in here. You know, it does a pretty nice job. There's a little silver dot for the droid right there, which I would say would be BB-8, but that doesn't really make sense, so I don't know. But that's another good ship, a kind of popular ship, but, you know, in general, it's just another X-Wing, so nothing too special right there. Next up, we got release number 13, the First Order TIE Fighter. Just the regular version. If you remember, we took a look at the Special Forces one in the first video, where, you know, it was this regular ship but had the red striping and like the antenna and everything, where this is just the regular Episode 7 TIE Fighter, just in kind of solid black and a little bit of some gray. These ships always are annoying because it kind of blocks the light, you know, like it's hard to get light on this thing just because it's like blocking the light from the sides. You know, it's just got some good detail. You see the front is painted, the red is on the little lights. The cockpit does in fact open on this one too, as you can see right there. If you could actually see inside it, there's a little seat. It's hilarious how much these block the lights. But, you know, it's a nice ship. You know, if you're a fan of TIE Fighters, you're definitely going to want the new Episode 7 standard look of these. So this one is like pretty much 90% plastic except the ball in the middle, so that's kind of a shame. When you're paying for a titanium line, you expect, you know, metal, but whatever. Next up, we've got release number 14. And that is the First Order Troop Transport. You know, this was the thing in the beginning of Episode 7 where, you know, it landed on the thing, or whatever that planet was they first landed on, opened up, and boom. Let out all the troops and stormtroopers. Which there, as you can see, you can open this front piece, and it is hollowed inside. And some detail in there too, but, you know. It's got some pretty nice detail. You see it actually got some, like, burning and scorching around the front of the ship. So you got some blue on the thrusters in the back, as well as some gray bits on the side for some vents or something. This one has landing gear just molded on it, so you can literally just set it down to begin with. You can drop the thing and just do that, except it does tip forward, as you can see, which is a very big shame. You can usually balance it eventually, but you know, it doesn't really. This one doesn't like to step. I'm sure there's some other ones that probably step a little bit better, but so even the cockpit is black. Just a very nice looking ship, you know, nothing too special, but Hasbro did a good job of recreating it. And now for number 15, in my favorite release of this set, we have Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, the X1 Advanced Prototype. And it looks fantastic. This is very heavy metal and it's big. Like, if you just like look at how big this is compared to the X-Wing. It's got some beef to it and some very good weight to it. This one really flew off the shelves really quickly. See, all the wings and stuff are painted a nice black. It's got some red, as you can see, on the lower lights. And the entire like window part is painted in a kind of lighter blue. The cockpit does in fact open on this one too, and you can see inside it. This one is just probably my favorite ship. This is one of my top 5 favorite ships out of this Black Series Titanium line, just because it's just so beefy, so detailed. It just looks fantastic. It was so big it could barely even fit in the box. This ship has definitely kind of disappeared fast. If you want it, you probably missed out on it, but it's a very, very nice looking ship. But that's about it for these next 5. Kind of a weaker set, but I mean, this wasn't the entire wave, so I don't know if you can really judge it on the 5 I do, but out of these 5, this is really nothing special, except the Darth Vader TIE Fighter is nice, but then you just have, like, you know, just another X-Wing, just another TIE Fighter, a troop transport, a vehicle that was scrapped. You know, it's really nothing that you have to run out and grab. But, well, you're not going to be able to run out and grab because these are long gone by now, but I think they did end up releasing the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing a couple times, so you might be able to get those still, but overall, nothing too special. But I think that's pretty much all there's to say. This has been a review of Star Wars The Black Series Titanium, releases 11 through 15. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.